He's like the garbage collector that they refer to in the hockey games. He's always around the puck. He was around the ball. It popped out of Boone's glove. What a play he made. Strike. Willie Wilson. So you see the Canine Corps in the backdrop. Part of the security here at the stadium. We've talked about it before. Kansas City bullpen making their way in. Fouled off. UL Washington, the on deck hitter. It is 2 strikes on Willie Wilson. Bases loaded. 2 outs. What pressure on McGraw? What pressure on Wilson? Champions. It's happening here in the stands. Mike Schmidt is the most valuable player, and now in the clubhouse of the world champion Philadelphia Phillies, we have Bryant Gumbel. Bryant?
Okay, Joe, I don't know what it's like outside, but it's bedlam inside. Larry Vaughn, 9 hits in the series, like hitting at least every game, record-setting number of double plays. This has got to feel wonderful.
Oh, man, I can't tell you how good I feel right now, Brian. Everybody said we couldn't win. They said, no, the Phillies aren't good enough. They don't have heart. They don't have character. We have all of the above, believe me. We want to win more than anybody. Tuck's scared us. Kansas City's got a great baseball team.
Let me get to this man behind you. Dallas Green.
I see you, Peter.
Pete Rose. Now, you've been through this before. Don't you ever get tired of it?
No, you never get tired of this, Brian. We've been through a lot of adversity this year. We won the big ones. We've been coming back for the last 8 weeks, and we beat a good team in Montreal, and we beat a good team in Houston, and we beat a good team in Kansas City.
I've got to think that foul ball that you caught at the end typified the Phillies season. Hanging on the edge, getting things when it seemed like you wouldn't.
Well, things were bouncing our way the last couple months, and that was a perfect example of it. I knew Booney had it all the way, and he was calling it, just come out there, and I just nothing else to do. I just go here and try to back him up a little bit. They did a wonderful job.
Let me see if I can get to Dallas. Dallas, it has been a season of confrontation, a season of some displays that you would sooner forget, I'm sure, a season of tension for you. The moment is worth it.
Yeah, it is, Brian. We're world champions. There's a lot of people in baseball didn't think we could be. I knew in my heart we could be. I think in September, from then on, our ball players knew we could be. Paul Ons knew we could be, and He's the guy that directed this thing all the way. I'm proud of everybody on our baseball team.
Why did this Philly team win it when others did not? Why this one?
They had heart, and I use the term character. Character is a hard thing to explain unless you've been through what we've been through in September in the playoffs and in the World Series, Brian. This team is just an unbelievable baseball team right now. We could beat anybody in the world.
Paul Owens, you have been through the bad times with this team. You have been here when people called it a country club atmosphere that could not win. The man on your right, how much of the credit does he take? I know he wants to give it to his players. How much do you want to give to him?
I want to give a lot of it to him because the man went down and did the job that he and I knew that we had to do. And the players responded, and it may took 4 or 5 months to get it across, but he did it, and I'm so damn proud because it's probably the best move I ever made in my whole baseball career.
This may seem like an inappropriate time to ask it. Is he your manager next year?
You're damn right. If he wants it, he's got it.
Dallas, you said the way to get rid of you was to win it all. Do you want to be back here?
I do what Pope tells me to do. We'll see. It's too early to tell.
And that's with love and respect. That isn't without it, because he's got his own mind, and that's why he's down here. And that's why a guy like...
Let me get to 45 for a minute. Tugger, come here for a minute. Did you milk the moment for us? Was that just for our benefit?
I was running out of gas, Brian.
You know, when the playoffs ended, it was said, hey, you pitched in every game, that if somebody touched your left arm, it would fall off. But instead, you pitched in the series, you won 1 game, you saved 2. A lot of time to rest now.
Well, Brian, I just ran out of gas today. I kept getting in trouble. I was missing with pitches, but I just heard everybody yelling and hollering, and all the guys were out there screaming and hollering. I saw them police dogs running on the field. I said, reach back and find some extra. That's what this whole team's been reaching back and finding some extra, it seems like, since Moby Dick was a guppy. But, Brian, it just was there when we needed it. I'd like to say hello to my mom and my little brother out in California, my Uncle Henry out there, too, and they need it.
Tugger, thank you. Let me grab Bob Boone in here. Booney, you came into the game hitting 400. You picked up another hit in this one. You caught solid baseball throughout, despite some nagging pains. Steve had a lot of stuff early on, didn't he?
Steve threw very well, Brian. I thought he got a little tired there at the end, and I had alerted the bench to it. Earlier, and when he struggled at all, you know, Tug's been doing such a great job. We went to Tug right away. The Royals being very selective naturally in that situation. He was just a little fine and just missing, but once again he came through, and this club has just done it all year. It's fantastic.
Booney, congratulations. Thank you much. Let me bring Gary Maddox in here. Gary, you are one of the people. Congratulations.
Thanks,
you were
Brian.
one of those who had your problems with Dallas Green as this year went along. Willing to forgive and forget?
All the way. You know, it's World Championship time now, so we're happy about that.
Are you willing to admit now that what he did, he had to do?
Well, in his mind, I'm sure he felt he did what he had to do. You know, sometimes you just you got to make an adjustment. You got to go along with what the manager feels is right, whether you like it or not. You know, after we've been around for a while, we think that maybe we have our own ideas of how things should be done, and the manager's in charge. We have to accept that.
Would you like to see him return as manager?
Yeah, if we can go back and be world champions again, I don't care who's here.
I must say, before the game, I came up to Gary Maddox and I said, Gary, how you feel? He said, I'm nervous. You're not nervous now?
No, I'm happy now. Here, I got a drink for you.
I can't. On national TV, I cannot. Joe, you've got it.
All right, Brian, right here on the field, what a display. The Philly players came out led by Pete Rose and Dallas Green, and you see what's happening. A very emotional scene here. You saw it in the clubhouse, now you see it out here, but on the other side, the Kansas City Royals, really not losers. Let's go to Merle Harmon in the Kansas City clubhouse.
All right, Joe, and as you can imagine, it's rather quiet here, but as you said, there can be no loser in a World Series like this, Jim Frey, because you fellas played it right to the hilt. You had a chance to win it in the 8th, you had a chance to win it in the 9th, and no loser in this entire series did not have an opportunity to win in the last inning.
Well, I'm proud of the way the ball club came back, Steve. I'm Jim Gardner. Good night.
2 are out. Strike 3 right there, and you see the emotion on Tug McGraw. His teammates come around. Look at Bob Boone. Class guy on the Philadelphia Philly. That's Mike Schmidt, who jumped into the middle of the pile right. Come out. Bake McBride comes in from right field. From center field, Gary Maddox with a police escort. Pete Rose comes in there, made a dramatic play. You look at the Kansas City crowd in astonishment. They're still wondering what happened. The first game in the World Series that the Royals didn't jump off to a big lead, and the fireworks over Veterans Stadium just a couple of minutes ago. The Phillies go on to win it.
They got close to it in 15, got close to it in 50, but a championship has finally come to Philadelphia. Bowie Kuhn, I know you've got some honors to do.
I am delighted to be able to present this trophy representing the World Championship to Willie Carpenter, the skipper here, Dallas Green, Paul Owen. 3 men have done a fantastic job to bring this championship to Philadelphia. All baseball is proud of you fellas. Your trophy.
Really, a couple of words on how agonizing the wait for this moment?
Well, Brian, I just hope that this town doesn't have, this franchise has been in existence maybe 96 years, I think I saw in the paper, and I hope to hell they don't have to wait 96 years for another World Championship. It's the greatest thing that's ever happened to me in my life. And this man here and Dallas Green, Paul Owens, Dallas Green, and these ball players and coaches and our whole organization have just done a fantastic job for us.
Did you know that Paul and Dallas already consummated a deal for next year? He's back?
No, we haven't gotten into that yet. No, but it's just the greatest thing that's ever happened to my family.
Really, thank you very much, Dallas Green. Paul Owens, congratulations. Perhaps fitting that it comes down to Philadelphia after a long season that we had many surprises. For a time, it looked like we would not even have any players to play in this World Series. But when you... team comes and occupies first place for only 16 days, manages to win a championship only after being behind in every game, and comes on and wins no game in the series but this last one by more than 2 runs. Maybe the best things in life are worth struggling for. Indeed, in the Philadelphia Phillies case, one has to believe that's true. Joe?
Okay, Brian, thank you very much. You see the celebration here. You heard Jim Frey. And I'll tell you, it was a series that every game, they went to the 9th inning, the 27th out with a chance to win it. The world champion Philadelphia Phillies, 4-1. Tony, you have any thoughts?
Well, I'm going to remember some of the Royals' performances. The Willie Mays Aikens with 4 home runs and triple. Willie Wilson, a great young player who struck out 12 times, but he will be back because he's very young. That is the Royal side, and there's some pluses for them, too.
Tom Seaver?
Joe, I don't think that I ever saw the Royals play the kind of baseball that they played against the Yankees. We know that they're an awfully fine club, but for me it came down to the pitching, which of course is my heartland. And it comes down to Quisenberry and McGraw, and McGraw simply outpitched the fine reliever from Kansas City, Quisenberry.
Well, the Philadelphia Phillies are the world champions, and all of us at NBC Sports would like to thank some people here in Philadelphia and Kansas City for all the help they gave us. Behind the scenes, Dean Vogelaar, Bruce Carnahan, Brian Burns, Larry Schenk, Chris Wheeler. Our thanks to them. Congratulations to the Phillies. Congratulations to the Kansas City Royals. And for